Up at 11, looking for solutions to kickstart Southwest Georgia's stagnant economy is the goal of the Georgia House Rural Development Council. The council was recently created to find ways to encourage economic growth outside the Atlanta area. WALB News 10's Re-Essa Buckles is live in the newsroom to share some of the council's ideas from day one.
Jim, nearly 100 counties in Georgia have more people dying than being born, an alarming statistic showing that Southwest Georgia's population continues to fall. And that's one of the many problems being discussed at the state's Rural Council meeting this afternoon. Day one kicked off in Tifton with state legislators looking at some of the challenges facing South Georgians. One problem being the lack of an educated workforce, also the lack of access to health care and the internet. Lawmakers also mentioned the dismantling of this idea of two Georgias, meaning the state's rural communities are being left behind a booming Atlanta region. ABAC's President David Bridges spoke to the legislators explaining how investing in people is key to making significant progress. State Representative Ed Reinders is one of 15 on the council. He said policy will help stimulate rural Georgia.
We've got problems. What we got to do is find fixes, and it isn't just about writing checks. It's about developing good policy to strengthen South Georgia.
If we're going to make significant headway in revitalizing rural communities in South Georgia, we got to deal with the people issue. We got to provide leaders.
Council members will be looking at the best practices in other states and also be involving key stakeholders like folks in the healthcare and educational communities. State Representative Reinders says boosting Southwest Georgia's economic development will be a 2-year process. Now, the Rural Council plans to tour both North and South Georgia. They'll be hosting one in Albany in November, but they'll be concluding their meeting in Tifton tomorrow. Live in the newsroom, Re-Essa Buckles, WALB News 10.